Hello, chat.
Squeak.
Doing
Oh
this?
my gosh, we're back!
Oh,
Yeah. Great Griffin went live. Yes, thank you, Twitch.
He's playing
How
video games.
is everyone doing today?
tolerable. Just tolerable. But that's because I'm an old grouchy wizard. Kidding.
That tracks. That's funny. Thelgar is too tall for the pet command.
I'm too tall for basically anything.
No, chat can't reach her head. They just have to pet her snoot.
Yeah.
That's it.
It reaches what?
Reaches
Your
her
snoot.
snoot.
My snoot? Oh, that's a property.
I feel like it's a bad idea to pet her snoot. But you know what? It's your hand.
I mean, if you still keep your hand after doing that.
Consider it a trust exercise.
Indeed. So, Chad, I'm sure you've noticed we are one slush short. We're not quite sure where they are. They may show up later. They might not. We are going to continue on without them for the time being. But with that in mind, let's see here. Tyroy,
Squeak.
Nimki, got anything interesting to talk about today?
I do. I had this thought that because Nimki likes to wander around, and the little guy came across this little set of flowers that surprised him. They're like light blue, and he likes the smell of them, and so he's picked up a little habit where he tucks them behind his ear and carries them around, and every now and then, just to comfort himself, he'll just sniff at it.
Tyroy's found, or Nimki's found some fun little flowers around town.
Yeah.
How about with Thelgar, Mark? What's fun with Thelgar?
I'm not sure if it's actually. I mean, it's fun for her, but maybe not fun for the group of people who started picking on her. Because I mean, maybe they thought that. I mean, how should I say this? Oh, I mean, maybe they were like kind of underestimating her because like it's like a woman and carrying like a big sword. And I don't think most of them kept their arms.
Not a mistake they'll make twice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, they can make it exactly twice and no more.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
depends on, yeah. I mean, one for each arm, I guess.
Perhaps they've learned their lesson, perhaps not. Maybe we'll find out someday. What about Tiki Kiri? What's fun with Tiki today, Miller?
Oh, what's fun with Tiki, or what does Tiki do for fun?
Anything.
Sure.
What's a fun fact about Tiki?
I think Tiki really likes gambling games, dice, cards, anything like that. He thinks that he's smart enough to break the monotony of them, or like the even playing field of them, and that he can get an edge. He has not been unknown to be kicked out of at least one gambling house due to either weighting the dice or using little bits of kineticism to change the path of a roulette ball or something. But he's learned his lesson. He may be an adventurer, but he's still not stronger than the casino guards.
At least not yet, he's not.
I believe I'm going to say
No,
0 days
that's
in
when
game.
he makes his own casino hall.
With blackjack and hookers.
With black canaries and hookers.
Yeah.
How about Aloysius? What's good with Aloysius there, Jonas?
Are we doing fine? Fun fact, Aloysius only grew out the beard because he was told that it makes him look more wizardy. He was told this fact by a wizard, so he's taken it to heart. But he's never actually verified it. So it's just, it stays.
It's true. It's a hidden stat on beards. Plus 5 to your wizardry.
Exactly.
What about with Kenji there, Rick?
Hold on a second.
What's fun with Kenji?
Hold on a second. Talking with Slush.
Oh, good.
He went
Excellent.
to FWA and did not notify us.
Ah, I see.
And he does not
Yeah,
have a
listening.
laptop, so he is unfortunately going to have to sit out.
He's shy about wet
One
dog
day.
smell.
What do we
Right,
in
they-
the
do we-
house.
Is he like an NPC for this round?
Yeah, effectively, in the event of potential combat, I will control his actions. For other related purposes, such as roleplay, he is a silent background character.
Which is very hard to imagine, but
Yeah, he's just
we have to
loud
think of
from a distance.
I mean, we can
yeah,
think
we
of
have to
things
think of a
that
good excuse.
Cardamon would say. If Cardamon
I
were
think it's an
here.
opportunity to make something happen to
Aloysius,
him.
you're here. Come on, get undressed. Join us in the bath.
You're pretty good at that.
No, that's not like, come on, just join us in the bath. You know,
I imagine he'll just be like managing all the sensor bars, trying desperately to hold them in the right place.
Okay,
yeah.
so
you want to hold them in the right place.
back to my
So, yeah.
fun Kenji fact.
Indeed.
Okay, so Kenji was supposed to become a God damn it. What is the name of it?
A feather.
Yes.
A feather?
Perhaps you'll discover what that means in another session. If you have more dealings with the
I've got several
the
feathers right here
organization.
if you need one.
I think this is more.
Yes, he was supposed to become a feather of the organization. I'll just leave it at that for now. When he
What is
turned
this Kingdom
16,
Hearts?
his last test was to actually carry out his first assassination, and it did not pan out. He absolutely botched it, and the only reason that there wasn't any fallout from it is because Master Dolmar rescued him and ended up having to complete the mission for him. So, after that, Kenji was like an absolute mess and depression because he has a thing against failure. But he eventually managed to scrape himself back together and instead became a feather 2 years later. Although, during his second attempt at his first assassination mission, he's still suspicious that Master Drawn ended up intervening for him.
Yeah, that's worth being suspicious about.
A likely story.
They're all assassins. Suspicion is traded like breaths.
Well, I hope whoever got murder eyes deserved it.
I'm sure in somebody's eyes.
Yeah.
But yes, sounds like we're not going to have a slush today, so we'll just go ahead and dive right on in if everyone's ready.
Yeah.
Previously, after a night of nightmares and memories, the party reconvened at Zara's alchemy shop, were paid for their services in dispatching the elemental scamp menace that had been plaguing the outer city of Laram. After a brief shopping episode, the party decided to celebrate by spending a few hours at a bathhouse, one known to Tiki Kiri in particular. Opting for a private room and some wine, Cardamon made a rather pleasant bath bomb for the group, and everyone spent a few hours soaking and bonding over their past traumas. After a while, the resident alchemist kind of wandered out into the main bathing area, the main shared bathing area of the bathhouse, to see if he could find anyone interesting, anyone that looked particularly noteworthy, only to see the wizard who did not join them earlier in the day rush in and tell them that they need to run.
We need to run.
But let's...
No, you're
Let's
a
wind
wizard.
the
You have
clock.
to say, "Fly, you fools!"
Yeah.
Why, you fools? You shall not pass.
Let's wind back the clock a little bit, because Aloysius did not join the rest of the party when they met up at Zara's shop. He was otherwise indisposed and arrived later than the rest of them, and ended up missing the group. Aloysius, I imagine that your day started perhaps a little bit later. When you got back to your home, it was quite late, and you had a strange dream and woke up with a frog on your chest.
Like you do. Yeah, there's this frog. I haven't quite figured out if he's a talking frog or not, but if you have a frog dream and wake up with a mysterious frog staring you in the face, it's probably some kind of omen, okay? I'm a wizard. I deal with this kind of stuff.
You're still at your home, kind of. Now just talking to the frog.
Yeah.
As you go about your daily preparations.
So do you like flies, earthworms, snails? Any preferences? Just let me know. All right, then.
At least you brought him somewhere humid. Good start.
Look, if you have any prophecies to spout, I don't know, weird portents, anything like that, let's just get it over with.
It just stares at you blankly.
What do we do?
Whatever you care to.
All right. Well, I assume that I have to eventually make my way to the bathhouse or Zara's or someplace.
For you, it's about noon right now. You woke up late and your morning was a little bit full.
Right. God, it's a playable flashback. All right. Well, here, get in the pack. I open up my pack. You can fit right in there next to the bedroll.
Hocus kind of jumps over to you and hops up on your shoulder.
Or you can stand on my shoulder, I guess. Yeah, you're definitely some kind of familiar or something, aren't you? All right. We're off to meet the others at that alchemist's shop.
And so you head out into the Ember Market and make your way to the alchemist shop of the now somewhat familiar to you, Zara. The White Rabbit woman who is formerly Cardamon's teacher. As you enter into her shop, she's kind of rushing about trying to restock her shelves. She sees you walk in. Oh,
Yep.
hello there, Aloysius.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Have you seen the rest of the of my associates?
Kenji stopped by a bit this morning to talk to me, and then everybody else kind of filtered in a while after that.
Hmm.
They left a short while ago. I think they mentioned something about going to a bathhouse.
Oh, all right. You would have to know where that is, would you?
There's a few around here. There's a nicer one up in Sun Hill, if they were feeling particularly fancy. I didn't pay them quite that much, though. There's a couple in the Ember Markets you might ask about, see if anyone's seen them there.
All right.
Oh, by the way, your friends asked me to hold on to this in case you stopped by today, and she will hand you 20 gold, your share of the payment for...
Oh, okay. How do I change the gold in the inventory again?
So on your inventory page, there's the coins header up at the top. Hit the button that looks like a plus.
Oh, okay.
Then just give yourself 20 gold.
Give myself 20 gold. All right.
There you go.
Very good.
I think they mentioned something about doing some shopping before they went there. Might not be a bad idea if you cared to, either.
Young adventurers. What? Shop for what? I've got everything I need. I got a frog now.
Well, you might go to find some magic scrolls that you can add into your spell book. She kind of looks at your frog. It stares back at her. You did not have a frog last time you were here, Aloysius.
Yeah, I know. I think he's some sort of familiar or shape changer or some kind of demon or something. I don't know. This stuff is weird. I'm a wizard. I'm used to it.
That's a very broad number of guesses there, Aloysius.
Well, I had an obviously symbolic prophetic dream about a frog, and then the frog woke up and it was staring me in the face. So, you know.
Yeah, you had a dream about a frog?
Yeah. What? Is that weird?
Only in so much that when you woke up you had a frog. Did you talk to anyone in this dream?
Yeah. Why?
I've heard of spellcasters who get their power from other sources other than learning or gods or what have you.
Yeah, wouldn't be unheard of. I don't know.
Getting their power from dark, damnable sources.
See, strictly speaking, just between you and me, I never actually finished my studies at the academy. I went to Cerberus. They sort of kicked me out. It's a long story. It was completely unfair, and there are some wizardy things that I don't actually formally know. You know.
In my head canon, Aloysius reached something that we could approximate as level 3 or 4, but his skills atrophied over the years.
I'd be pretty good if they just let me back in the library, but no, it's for students and alumni and faculty only.
Hey, Lizard Beth is rating us.
Oh, hello.
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 Squeak.
Hello, Liz.
Everybody go check out Lizard Beth. They're a really good artist. Anyway, I'll spare you my sob story, Zara. I'm pretty sure that at some point, probably some critical moment when, Destiny reveals itself, Hocus here, that's what I named him, Hocus, is going to say something or do something weird, like he's going to open his mouth and a sword's going to pop out or something like that. And in the meantime, I'm just keeping him around. Hey, do you
know how to use swords?
It's an example.
Yeah, that was just rhetorical. I don't actually think a sword's gonna. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll be something else. Maybe it'll be a jewel. You know how this stuff works. It's an adventure.
I really don't. I'm not a spellcaster.
That's fair.
Like, I know a bit about magic, but it's not my area of expertise, Aloysius.
Well, at any rate,
Well, like I said, your friends went to get some shopping done. If you are interested in finding anything, maybe you'll hit them up in the market somewhere, or you can just try and find them at one of the bathhouses. I'm sure there's
Yeah, I'm not in a big hurry to
around
go
here
to.
too, somewhere.
No, that's yeah. I'm not. I'll probably do a little shopping first. I'm not in a big hurry to go to the bathhouse because, well, I don't think anyone really wants to see me drop my trousers in there. I'm a
You'd
little
be
over.
surprised.
Don't be so confident in that, old man.
Anywho, pleasure doing business with you. Hope to do it again sometime.
I'll be here. I've restocking my potions now that people aren't running off with all of them.
Yeah. Give my best to the Alchemy Guild, and I will see you later.
It's nice to see you, Aloysius. Remember me if you need any alchemy supplies, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Could use the business.
All right. So I leave Zara's shop.
So you do. You head out.
Do I actually need to get any particular scrolls or anything from inventory? I'm not really sure. Like what?
If there were any spells that you were particularly interested, first rank spells, you could find a scroll of that to copy into your spell book.
Oh, I still have a few that I need to transcribe, don't I?
Yes. So those are rank 1 spells. They will take, I believe, 1 hour each.
Okay. Well, you said it was about noon, right?
By the time you get to Zara's from your house, it's probably closer to 1:30. But yeah, you'd still have like most of the day. So.
All right. So I guess now's a good time to find a quiet spot and do that. Like we got Peril and Anticipate Peril. What do I?
You also have another scroll that you did not identify when you picked it up. Your knowledge and understanding of things has deepened as you've, kind of gone out and done some adventuring again. You could make another attempt to identify it if you cared to.
Sure. What do I do?
I posted the check into chat. You can roll any of those you care to attempt to identify it.
What's my highest? I think I'm pretty good in Arcana.
Probably Arcana.
Yeah, let's do that. Do I need to toggle any of the switches here, or is it just as is?
I think you just click it.
Just click one and it'll.
Okay. Okay, roll the dice. What does it say?
This spell is quite rare. You're certain of that. It's not one that you see very frequently. In fact, it's not one that many people see very frequently. You can try with a different skill.
Let's see. Let me look at my stats real quick. Why don't we try with occultism, huh? I'm still not entirely clear what the difference is between that and Arcana, but
Depends on the type. It's like the type of magic.
Okay.
Nope, this is just eluding you. Like the magic here is very esoteric.
Okay. So that means it's powerful. Maybe.
It's definitely rare. Not necessarily powerful, but rare, certainly.
All right. Watch, it's gonna be something really obnoxiously specific. Can I do one more? Or should I just call it for now?
I mean, if you want to attempt nature or religion, you are free to.
Let's try. Let's try nature. Just for laughs. Not my best, but
as you pour over your knowledge of various types of magic, this scroll finally comes to you.
Hey!
This is a scroll of Beseech the Sphinx. This is a rare, divine, and occult spell. You look to the Great Sphinx constellation, wisest of all the cosmic guides and favored by Phimater, asking them to lend their insight to the target. Choose one skill and one type of saving throw. The target gains a +1 status bonus to those skill checks and saving throws for the duration. It is a range of 30 feet. It targets one creature other than yourself, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. Do I have time? I have enough time to transcribe all of these ones that I've got, right?
Anticipate Peril and Carry All are arcane spells, so you can transcribe those. You know you don't cast occult or divine spells, but as Hocus kind of looks at this this scroll of Beseech the Sphinx, as you identify it, he hops off your shoulder, lands on the page, kind of knocking it out of your hands, and starts eating it.
Hey! What are you? No! Whoa! What are you doing? What are you doing? That's not food. That's not food. Are you doing? Okay, hold on. Are you doing some kind of magical, plot important thing? That's what.
Or are you just eating it? The difficult part is figuring out which is which.
Sometimes a frog eating a scroll is just a frog eating a scroll.
Okay, now take that out of your mouth. Try to get it out of his mouth. Come on.
Okay.
Look, I know you're hungry.
If you actually take the scroll away from Hocus, he does not fight you, but there's some kind of understanding you have. You don't fully get it, but Hocus, you are fully aware that Hocus is a familiar. You don't know what kind, but
All right.
there's something that is correct about this.
Okay, if I let you eat this thing, you're gonna cough it up at an important moment, right? Right? That's the deal, right? Here. All right. I'm just gonna trust you, okay? I hand it back to him.
Okay. He eats it. It takes about an hour. During which time you can attempt to transcribe one of the other scrolls you have. Roll an Arcana check on
Okay.
one of those.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember how. Okay.
World's slowest scroll eater.
Okay. 6.
All right. You kind of read over one of these scrolls. We'll say this scroll of Anticipate Peril, and as you're attempting to transcribe it, you accidentally mess up one of the fundamental runes that denotes this as a spell for sensing things, and you realize that you're going to have to attempt again.
Great. All right. Well, good.
But yeah, no, that is 1 hour where you are unsuccessfully able to transcribe a spell.
Well, my frog.
Yes, you finish trying to transcribe it, and you try to cast it, and all you're able to do is detect where your toes are at.
Well, my frog slowly eats one of the other scrolls. All right, let's try that again. Another Arcana roll. Wow.
Roughly the same thing happens this time. You're trying to transcribe the scroll of Carry All, but the runes you've placed down for making the energy stable enough to carry a load are not in the correct sequence, and they end up just kind of, when you attempt to summon this disc, it just kind of harmlessly scatters anything you try to place on top of it.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, that's taken you a couple hours at this point to try and transcribe those two spells.
I look at Hocus and say, just so you know, I'm having an off day. I'm not usually like this. I just want you to understand that, okay? In case you're having second thoughts or anything. Yeah, that's what I figured you'd say. All right. What time does all the plots happen?
It's about mid-afternoon at this point, and it's about this time when you suddenly hear a commotion.
Oh no, not again! All right,
a heavy crash emanates from several blocks away from where you've kind of set up trying to transcribe these scrolls into your spell book. you see a large dust cloud kind of spill out from around the side of a building.
Oh joy! It's always something. I cautiously move up to where the dust cloud's spilling out and investigate.
As you move up to the dust cloud, I would like you to make a perception check.
Coming up. Okay.
Something very large has been caught in what you assume is a rope or net, perhaps, and is kind of struggling, trying to get out. You cannot make out precisely what it is through the dust at the moment. As it continues to kind of thrash around, it's just kicking up a cloud.
Are there other folks around, or is it just by itself?
There are passerby on the streets. A number of people have started to scatter, and other people are rubbernecking, trying to get a good look at what's going on, or a better look at least.
All right, everybody, stay back. I'm a wizard with a frog. I'll handle this, whatever it is. There's always something going on in this market, I swear. You, what exactly are you, and what's your business here?
You call out to the
yeah, the unknown intruder.
Nope, not that one. I would like you to make another perception check.
All right. Dice be nice. Dice be nice.
Dice be nice. They allow you to see things. They do not allow you to know things.
That's fair.
The creature in this dust cloud is large and winged. In fact, hold up, I need to roll something really quick. We're gonna.
Oh boy!
That's
The
a natural
term
one.
"dust devil" comes to mind.
Whatever it is desperately struggling to get out of this bind it's found itself in, and you hear other voices on the side, kind of calling out to each other. What languages does Aloysius speak?
Aloysius speaks. Good question. Common, Amuran, Pyrrhic, and that's it.
You have 3 other languages that you may choose.
Oh, you want me to choose right now?
It is relevant at the moment.
You should have languages equal to your intelligence modifier.
Yeah,
Right.
you have your common trade language, whatever ancestry language, plus a number of languages equal to your intelligence modifier.
I have no idea what to pick. I don't know what any of these are. Well, I mean, I know what Russian is. I don't know what Sasquatch is. But I have. Should I just pick something? Should I just?
Oh, what do we know about this creature?
That would require an Arcana check to see if you can identify
Jonas,
this
you need
creature.
3 more languages.
Yeah.
Kolo, Sphinx, Irixi. There you go.
Okay. I will.
If those seem like languages you would have known at one point, then you may have those languages.
Hello. What was the other one?
Sphinx and Iruxi, he said.
Sphinx and Irixi. I mean, I'm just gonna try.
Kolo and Iruxi are decent choices. Kolo is the language of the Kolo, aka
Right.
The off-brand Knolls.
the
I'll go.
yeah, the
Hyena
Knolls.
people. Mm-hmm.
And Iruxi is the language of lizard folk. Sphinx is, weirdly enough, the language of the Sphinx.
Imagine that. All right. So yeah,
this is, as you're kind of catching glimpses of this thing, you see red scales and large leathery wings and horns protruding from its head. This is a flame drake.
A dragon.
Not a true dragon, a drake.
Okay.
Flame
Brings up
drakes.
the chart of like 20 different dragons. Okay, here's why a wyvern is not a worm.
All right. I mean,
Flame drakes
That-
tend to dwell near volcanoes and magma, but it's not unheard of one to drift into nearby areas such as forests, deserts, or wooded hills. Their scales are usually some shade of red, occasionally fading into smoky blacks and grays along the edges of the wings and tips of their tails. Rampages of flame drakes often grudgingly live alongside clans of fire drakes, rather than be forced from the volcanic homes. You may have one piece of meta knowledge regarding flame drakes. This is things like one of their saves, if they have any kind of special abilities, weaknesses, resistances, immunities.
General danger level probably is an option.
weaknesses.
That is it. You know that flame drakes are weak to cold.
Weak to cold. What do I have in my little book? I've got frostbite.
But to my point, for your languages, you hear several voices calling out from inside the dust cloud in a language you do not speak.
Shoot. Who goes there? Did you capture? I'm just trying it in common. Who goes there? And did you capture this beast? Speak up.
Let me see. A voice kind of calls out, "Hey, stay back! You got it under control."
This seems suspicious.
Battle up.
Show yourself. Let me see your face.
Womp. Okay, that is enough to break through the rope.
Oh.
You hear the snapping of ropes as the flame drake starts to tear itself out of the binds that these individuals have attempted to ensnare it in.
These things are feral, right? They're not sentient, are they?
Flame drakes, they are capable of speech. They are not as intelligent as their true dragon counterparts, but that said, you know that they speak Draconic, which you do not.
Right. That is yeah. Okay, so it's breaking free.
It is breaking free, and based on the way it's currently facing, it's about to start running in your direction.
Oh, great. Well, no choice. Am I closer than 60 feet?
That is up to you about how far away you are in this instance.
Well, okay, yeah. Let's just say I'm close enough. All right. I'm gonna. If it's coming my way, I got to deal with it. I'm gonna cast frostbite. Roll damage.
Well, hold up. I need to.
I don't really want to. I'd rather find out what the deal is, because I have the suspicion that this doesn't just usually happen in the middle of the market. So
Right.
something else is going on. But
It fails. It will take some damage.
all right. I didn't like doing that, but you're kicking up a fuss. You need to calm down and let's get this sorted out. I'm pointing at the thing like it's like it's a kid.
I mean, feel free to roll damage, but the flame drake is still charging at this point. It has.
Are you kidding me?
All right, so the
Right.
flame drake will take that damage, and it's now charging in your direction.
Okay, well at least we got things moving.
By the way, I'll give you this one for free. The flame drake is level 5.
Out of what?
You're level 2.
You're level 2.
Oh, okay. All right. The wizard is going.
Also, the general scale is 20, but monsters can absolutely go higher.
I'm warning you. I'm warning you. The hell with it. I turn and bolt.
Well, Aloysius is warning you, and this is how Aloysius turns into jam.
Aloysius, you immediately recognize that you might have fucked up a little bit and start running. You kind of twist and turn through the streets as you run from this creature. It's both chasing you and attempting to escape the individuals who had captured it, which you still hear.
Are they pursuing it?
They are, yes.
Okay.
Now, on the ground, this thing is not as fast as you. In fact, I would like you to make a perception check as you are running.
Okay. Oh.
Its wing is torn. It cannot fly right now.
Okay.
But it is still giving chase at a fairly decent pace. And it's definitely interested in you specifically.
Yeah, probably because yeah.
So,
all right.
In your kind of panicked state, the best thing you can think of is to try and find your companions as you're running.
Right. All right. As I'm running, I say to the frog, now would be a great time for you to cough up a sword or something. I don't know, something, anything, really.
Or
can you? All right, fine. So I go to the nearest bathhouse in Ember Market that I can remember the location of.
I would like you to roll a perception check to sense motive on your party, who are not present, but I want you to try and see if you can get a sense on where you think they might have gone.
Right.
You know that Tiki Kiri is or was at one point a miner. Somebody who mines for metal.
Right.
Not. I mean, he was also at one point a child.
A long time ago, I was a little boy.
Believe it or not.
This kind of
some 20-something years ago, I was a child.
This kind of gives him a history and reputation with the sand divers, sort of similar backgrounds. And based on that information, there is a bathhouse you can think that they might have gone to, because you don't think Thelgard, Nimki, and Cardamon are from town.
Right.
And Kenji probably has his own hangouts with the Assassin's Guild, and you're not entirely sure where that would be, so this is the most likely place you can think of that they might have gone.
All right. Do I have time to cast Daze on this thing, just to slow it down?
You can attempt to. Like I said, you're slightly faster than it.
Yeah, I need to get a little lead so I can just get away from this thing and get to the bathhouse. I'm sure it's going to catch up to me, but
Nah.
All right. I attempt to cast Daze.
All right.
On the.
All right. That is a success.
All right. Do I roll damage? Or?
Yeah, it'll take half damage.
Okay.
But it's not slowed down.
Son of a gun! All right, so I just hot-footed over to the bathhouse that I think everyone's at.
Yeah. The streets are clearing as you run, and this thing kind of chases after you. And I'll say with your natural 20 perception check that you kind of got the look at its wing at, you can kind of make out the shapes of the individuals who are chasing it. It looks like there are 5 of them. One is a kind of goatish individual with a flat ape face and pointed horns coming out of its head. One is an extremely spindly humanoid-looking creature with long, not really long. The creature itself is small, but very disproportionate limbs that are like thin and wiry,
Like Slender Man.
kind of. And
Okay.
the other three creatures are even smaller than that one. They're kind of running after on their short little legs, dressed in these clothes made of leaves and flowers. They have cartoonishly large heads on their bodies.
Huh.
Like, they're still tiny, but their faces are very exaggerated.
That's-
I will say, with your passive knowledge of nature, you can tell that these creatures are all Fey. If you wanted to make 3 separate knowledge checks, all nature, I would give you some more information on these things.
All right, let's give it a try. 11. 9.
And this is 16, a 14,
And 13.
and an 18. Okay, so that's not enough to know about the goat creature. It's not enough to know about the spindly creature either. The little bobblehead-looking things you immediately recognize, however, as brownies, fey spirits that make their home in the trunks of tree hollows, small earthy burrows, and potentially even under porches and within crawl spaces of homes.
Great. Caught up in Fey nonsense now. It's ridiculous.
You make your way towards the bathhouse that you fairly certain that your friends are at. You kind of burst through the front door and slam it after you. You don't even wait to give, an explanation to the door attendant as to what's going on.
Lots happening, can't talk.
As you kind of look in and look around, you see Cardamon wearing literally nothing other than what he was born with.
Okay. Well, bathhouse.
And, you do see that Cardamon's body is like covered in scars, and he currently has his arm off, so you see the stump of
Yeah.
what is left there. But the first word out of your mouth as you see Cardamon, as we established at the end of last episode, is run.
Run.
And that's kind of where we are now.
Okay.
There's a heavy crash as the drake that was chasing you kind of rams into the doors behind you. Roughly 30 seconds later, I need to roll. It does not break through the doors, but they do crack.
We need to find
Okay,
everyone
so-
else. And go ahead.
So we all hear a dragon just run into. Well, we hear a dragon just run into the door of this place.
There is a very heavy thud that kind of echoes through the interior of the bathhouse.
Well, I'm alert
And,
immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Number
I
of
think we're
people
all just like,
start
"What the
panicking,
hell
but
was that?" And then we all jump. I jump out of the pool to go see what happened.
It
I
does
immediately
not
start looking for
happen
my sword.
again.
We need to get moving while that thing is stuck. We need to get it out of here.
Where's our stuff?
I don't know.
I mean, all of your stuff is still in the room with you, except for your sword.
Except for the sword?
You
Which
did
sword?
not have your sword. You dropped it off to be enchanted.
Oh shit!
Wait, we dropped to be enchanted?
Yes, you dropped your sword off to be enchanted.
We're giving it a +1 upgrade, which is good. But yeah.
It will be ready tomorrow.
Now I'm upset. I didn't take
Oh, that's
Flashforge.
right. Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
And everybody's still naked, right?
Yes.
However naked they were before. Yes.
I'm literally jumping out of the pool because somebody tells me run, and then I hear a loud bang. I think we're dying right now. No
Yeah.
time to put clothes on.
That tracks with you as a miner. Like if you hear something like that in the mines and somebody says run, you are in immediate danger.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard, what is outside the door?
It's a drake. It's some kind of fake thing.
It's a what?
It's
It's a drake.
It's like a little dragon. All right. It's a fire drake. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep moving. This is not my fault.
My sword! No! I shouldn't have left it outside.
Wait a second, a drake.
Mm-hmm.
I can speak Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot?
You can. Draconic is one of the languages Kenji knows.
Yeah, I also do.
Yeah, that's real nice. I'm sure he'll love to talk to you while it's also cooking you alive. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna grab my stuff and start trying to leave.
Yeah, escaping
Oh.
is not a bad idea, but if we can
Aloysius,
deflect
everybody's
it.
also covered in glitter.
I sort of
look
open,
like a starling.
I sort of open my mouth, hold up a finger to ask a question, then just don't bother.
Blame Cardamom.
If there was one opportunity to talk to it for at least a couple seconds, this is the only opportunity.
Okay, I don't have my sword, but I have my javelins, right?
Weapons would have been checked when you came in. You could have attempted a stealth check to hide something on you. If the weapon has the concealable or concealed trait, you get a +2.
I don't
on
think
that.
you can conceal a javelin.
I could
Not easily.
I could conceal weapons on me.
Okay, but what does that change the fact, like, right now? I mean, we had no idea we would be
It doesn't change
ambushed.
anything. Let's get out of here.
I agree.
I
guess we
try
should
to look
go.
around for like a back door or something, some other way out that isn't, through a drake.
God, I can't let it escape.
So, there was a couple of bangs at the door as the Drake tried to chase in after Aloysius, but after about 20 seconds or so, it stopped.
So it's just stuck there right now.
You're not sure. You would have to look outside.
I mean, I'm looking around for another door or exit as well.
There are multiple.
Okay, I will definitely look outside.
It's not hard to find.
I am going to look outside as well.
Mhm.
Okay. Those of
Kenji
you
just
looking
hides.
outside, Thalgar and Kenji, please make perception checks.
Nimki's finding some table or something to crawl under.
Oh, come on. Really? Come on.
I look back, I see Nimki hiding. I'm like, no, let's get out of here. I grab Nimki and I grab
Ooh.
Cardamom, make sure they grab whatever they had in the place, and I try to usher us all out through the side door into what I'm assuming is a crowd of gawkers watching this dragon stumble through the streets.
Did y'all get your clothes?
So neither of you catch sight of the Drake or the group of creatures that were chasing it. As by the time you get out there to look, as Miller mentioned, a crowd of gawkers has kind of gathered and is blocking your view.
Okay, can I just go to the entrance of the house to at least get my javelins back or something?
Yep. If you're
Okay,
leaving,
that's exactly what I do.
They will return your gear to you. So
Okay, that's exactly what I do. She fiercely runs towards the entrance.
Yep, they return your javelins to you, and politely wish you a good day. But you can tell that they are a bit shaken by the building having suddenly come under attack.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked them like, did you see anything? What was all this noise? Did you see anything happening?
I saw a flash of red outside the front window, but I didn't look.
Did you see
out
where he
to see what it
go? Where he
was.
went? Did you see? Just tell me
I-
where I should go.
It just like I said, I didn't look out the window. It was going that way, and they kind of point down the road a bit.
Okay,
in the
she just like
direction
follows that direction without even letting them finish.
She's doing her thing.
And Thelgar's welcome to do that. I can take the time to get dressed if we're not in immediate danger.
I don't think I haven't dressed properly. I probably am just like naked with my javelins.
That does seem to be the case. You did not put your armor back on because that absolutely would have taken you some time.
Mm-hmm. While I was asking Nimki and Cardamom to grab their stuff, I just threw my quilted coat on with no undergarments.
Are you following after Thelgar? Or
I
are
mean,
you
I would have
with
taken
everyone?
the side door. So I'm going out into the street, but I'm going to be in the middle of the crowd instead of immediately going right after the Drake.
Okay.
Where
Uh,
Kenji? Sorry, go ahead.
No, Tiki Kira, you do see Thelgar running off naked after in the direction that the Drake ran off in. Just
I go,
Carrying.
she's a good barbarian at least.
carrying a bunch of javelins with her. The rest of you spend, 5-10 minutes getting your things back in order. But Thelgar,
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to roll society or survival to attempt to track what is going on.
Just a moment. Okay. Here goes survival. Cool. Not bad.
Very good. It's not difficult. The Drake is running from this party of Fae, and it's kind of leaving a trail as it runs. It's not difficult to follow along.
Okay. I will chase after.
I'm going to chase after Thelgar because I'm curious as to just what's going on.
Okay, are you chasing after her immediately, or are you waiting with everyone to
No.
until they get ready?
I want to chase after immediately because I feel like
Okay.
Thelgar's probably going to stab somebody and,
Okay, so you're also running with Thelgar then during this whole thing. Thelgar, you after a minute or so kind of see this group of Fey creatures ahead of you. They're throwing ropes and nets and bolos and trying to ensnare this Drake, which is continuing to run from them.
How far is like are them from me? Like
the distance they're currently at is probably about 150 feet. The Drake is not as fast as you guys on the land, and its wing is currently torn, so it can't fly, but as it's just running, it's still able to mostly keep ahead of these Fey things chasing after it.
am I close
did you
enough?
say more than 100 feet away?
Yes.
Oh, God, that's too far.
What's up?
I want to just briefly yell at Thelgar because I speak Kolo now. Apparently, I want to briefly yell to Thelgar in her own language so that no one else understands. I'm not sure the dragon is the enemy. We need to find out what's going on.
And she says back, "I don't fucking care."
Okay, barbarian.
Make a perception check to sense motive there.
Me or
You.
okay. 15.
Yeah, Thelgar's will DC is not that high. This is not barbarian. This is dragon. Like, Thelgar has some kind of specific hatred against draconic creatures.
Oh.
You don't know what about, like, specifically, but you can tell that much.
All right. Well, I'm still going to pursue because I feel like I'm going to have to diffuse the situation. I won't take
About
action
this
against her.
time, the rest of everybody else has kind of gotten their stuff together and back on.
Oh, good. We caught up with you too.
Actually, I wanted to say,
These princesses saw a dragon and decided, oh, let's make sure we get everything in order first.
if Thelgar's in line of sight, Nimki's ears perk. He has a little idea, so we can speak at a distance with his message spell. And
that depends. Did you take time to get your stuff back together?
yeah, I did. He's probably out of sight. Huh?
Then, yeah, no, they would be a few minutes away from you, and that's far too far for your message spell.
Okay.
Actually, probably only, like, if you, like, quickly donned your armor and got your stuff back together, you could have been outside inside of, like, 2 minutes. So, not stupendously far, but still too far for your message spell immediately.
Okay.
You would have to run after them.
Well, I'm up for that.
And,
I should be able to get a vantage point. I'm going to climb up onto the roofs.
Okay, roll an athletics check to climb. Easily. You climb up a nearby gutter up onto the roof and start trying to chase them down from your higher vantage point. Tiki Kiri, Nimki, and Cardamon chase after them on the ground. I would like you all to make a society or survival checks to track your companions and this. Not you, Aloysius. You're with Thelgar, so.
Right.
Okay. Tiki Kiri, you're able to follow along the trail of destruction fairly easily.
Mm-hmm. I see scratches in the claw marks left by the wyvern running along.
It's a drake.
Wyvern is something completely different.
Yes, I know. My own chart of dragons gets slapped in my face. Sorry, I'm looking over at the image that Archives of Death. Yeah, I'm looking over the image that Archives of Death has, and like my mind goes, "Oh yes, wyvern."
To be fair, it's very close. So, but yeah, Thelgar and Aloysius, you're still kind of chasing after these guys. You're gaining on them because, again, the Drake is not as fast on the ground as you are. So, another minute or so, you've kind of caught up with the group of Fae that are trying to capture this thing. They're not having a whole lot of luck at the moment.
All right, I better try a little diplomacy. You there! Tell us your business. Why are you trying to capture this thing? Where did it come from?
Who are you addressing?
The
goat one? Okay.
The goat, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of the biggest one of the group.
I'm just assuming he's a leader.
He kind of looks over at you as he's getting ready to throw a bolo to try and ensnare this thing's legs and trip it. Hey, stay out of our way, catfolk. You already messed with us once. Don't be getting in our way again.
Well, you obviously...
That goes for your big naked friend there, too.
Oh, I will definitely charge against him and say, you stay out of my way.
trying to think about what kind of. Are you planning to slay this beast?
Hey, this is a wild hunt. I would like you to make a nature check.
Oh god, the wild
on
hunt.
that.
All right, hold on.
Actually, I would say you could make Arcana for this too.
All right, let's do Arcana. I'm higher than that. 13.
You have heard of the wild hunt. It is an event carried out by Feyfolk, who, whether for sport or for ceremony, will hunt down a person or creature and drag it back to the first world.
Is this? Hold on. Is this something that Ember Market sanctions? Like, can I roll like society and or something like that, and make certain that they are actually allowed to do this here?
That would require you could roll society to see what the laws on this are, but you would have to roll nature to understand, like, Fey laws.
Oh, so their laws supersede the jurisdiction then?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say roll nature just in general.
All right, let's give it a try. Ah,
The Fey are weird, man.
yeah, they are. So I can't like be like, you can't do that.
You have no idea if they have, like, if you had to guess by, like, local laws, no, they are causing an enormous disturbance and an incredible amount of property damage. They probably should not be doing this, but, like, they're Fey. They also probably don't care.
Right. And if we intervene, we're interrupting their tradition. All right, I kind of put my hand out in front of Thugger. Wait. They're allowed to do this. This is their thing. This is their tradition. If we intervene, it's going to be on us. Even if it's...
Wait. Who are you doing that to?
He's trying to stop you.
I'm trying to stop you.
Me?
Yes?
Okay, she glares at him in return.
Oh, are you going to do intimidation?
Yes.
Let's go!
Trying to intimidate the wizard.
Hold on.
See, it's funny because you'd think the wizard, being a nerd, would be easy to intimidate, but because it's the will DC, like, magic casters are good at that.
I mean, do I need to roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll your intimidate.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh god.
Puppy eyes are back.
Can I just use my hero point? Because honestly...
If you care to. What card do you have?
Oh, we are doing that?
Everyone had kind of decided that it seemed like a good idea because it is at least in the same vein. Your card is the Fiend. It is an evil card. You would use that to reroll one of my die and make me take the worst result.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, you don't necessarily have to succeed in intimidating Aloysius in order to ignore him.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely ignore him.
You could just push me over. I'm a little kitty.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
just
you
push
can
him over.
you can make an athletics check to shove Aloysius out of your way.
Okay.
19 easily beats Aloysius's fortitude DC.
Wow!
Yeah, Thelgar just kind of elbow checks you and knocks you to the side and continues on her charge.
Elgar, listen. Oh no. Be it on you then.
Are you stopping then, Aloysius?
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to beat her. I mean, I could daze her or something. I don't want to do that.
Understandable. So you kind of break off pursuit, and Thelgar continues on. After about a minute, the remainder of the party runs up behind you.
Where's the naked one?
She's going after the Drake. She's interrupting a wild hunt. This is bad.
With the Tiki here, you're also trained in nature. Nimki, are you?
I think so. Yeah.
You are. And Kenji, I don't think is. No. So Tiki, Kiri, and Nimki, I would like you to roll nature checks.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Again.
Bless you.
Okay. Nimki, you've never heard of a wild hunt. Tiki, Kiri, you know roughly the same thing that Aloysius does, that this is like a ceremonial Fey hunt.
Okay, what they need to do. The Fae are hunting this thing across the plains. But, like, it's a hunt. It's supposed to be out in nature. What the hell
know.
are they doing in the middle of the city?
I don't know, and I don't know if we can stop them or not. I don't know if local laws supersede their laws.
I bet they do.
But Thelgar's gonna interrupt it, so
Leave
we'll
that
just...
for the courts. Just try to stop them from hurting anybody.
Well, one way or another, this is gonna resolve itself shortly. Thelgar's going after that thing. And I tried to stop her, but she kind of pushed me over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You do realize
Yeah,
how
but-
strong that thing is, right?
Yes,
It is going to make mincemeat out of Thelgar.
probably.
Well, we need to go catch her. We need to stop her from getting herself ground up, and at least let the wild hunt take the brunt of its force.
Well, be my guest.
Oh, more running.
You resume pursuit.
Kind of. I'm a little winded, so I'm catching up behind them.
Thelgar, you're still chasing after this Drake and the Fae that are chasing it.
Okay, how far am I from it right now?
You're keeping pace effectively. You're slightly faster than it on the ground, so I'm going to say you're probably about 60 feet or so at this point.
Is there any way I can make like an athletics check and try to run faster? 'Cause I need to stay like at least like 30 feet away from it.
If you just keep chasing it, you'll gain enough ground to do that without having to make any kind of check.
Okay.
I will say make an athletics check anyway, because this kind of prolonged sprinting is difficult.
Oh god.
Okay, so that is a failure. You are fatigued. But you can keep chasing. That's just going to affect you until you take like 10 minutes to catch your breath and rest a little bit. But after another minute or so, you get within 30 feet of it. However, the Fey creatures are definitely taking notice of you and are making efforts to kind of get in your way and stop you.
Okay, what did they do?
The larger goat-looking individual, the satyr as it is not paying you any particular mind. He's kind of focusing on the Drake. The spindly-looking individual with the fucking Slenderman limbs is like legitimately running circles around you. This thing is fast as fuck. And it's effectively trying to trip you up. The little brownies are also kind of getting in your way.
Wait, are they doing that as at the same time we're chasing?
Yes.
Okay, let me think. Well, we're not like in an encounter right now, so
Not really. This is sort of a free-form chase.
I forget.
okay. I will
Can-
intimidate the dude with the disproportional limbs. I will just
Okay.
say, if you don't let me through, I will slay you right here and now. And then she glares at him.
Okay.
Is that good?
No. What were
Okay,
you about to ask?
do I have to roll for? Do I have to roll again?
Yes.
Are Fane is setting weak to iron?
That would require a knowledge check, but yeah, they are. They have a weakness to cold iron.
And Tiki here can generate metal, right?
You
Not
cannot
just any
generate
metal.
specific kinds of metal.
That's the next level, or it's either 3 or 4 when I get plate and treasure, and I can make things into a specific kind of metal.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
so
fourth level for you.
so Tiki couldn't just make a bunch of iron and
Nope, I
Back
can
with
just make rusty pitted metal right now. That's it.
Yep, basically. That is enough to intimidate the fast little Slenderman creature. So it's kind of a little less interested in getting in your way at the moment.
All right. What about the others?
The little brownies are still kind of trying to trip you up. In fact, I need you to make a reflex save or an acrobatics check.
Okay. Is that just like a normal roll?
Yep,
Okay.
whichever one you care to.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, these little brownies are kind of getting underneath your legs and trying to trip you up, but you easily just step over them. They are tiny creatures.
Can I bite one of them back?
I think you'd have to lean down pretty low to bite one of them.
Yeah, they are tiny. They're like a foot tall.
I mean, I can still swing on my javelins at them
Yeah, you can.
like a golf club. So, so what do I need to roll for that?
A javelin attack.
Okay, a normal javelin attack. Okay. Cool. Let me see.
That hits one of the brownies.
So how many of them are trying to stop me?
3.
3. So do I roll like twice again?
If you're going to attack more of them,
Okay.
but your bite right now is
Oh,
not
come
enough
on,
to
bring
kill
it
one of the
on.
brownies.
I mean, like I could care less like whether that's going to kill them or not. I just want them to stop being on my way.
Alright, so that is an intimidation, and you're attacking one of the brownies. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, do I still have to roll damage for that?
Yes.
Okay.
You attacked a creature. Yes, you're rolling damage.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Woof.
Okay. Nice. And you have one remaining action.
Okay, so if I attack again, do I still get the penalty?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay, so what happened to the one that I hit?
I mean, it's hurt.
How badly hurt?
Pretty badly, actually.
Okay, can I just say, like, yell at the other two, like, are you still going to try?
You can attempt to intimidate one of them.
Okay, I will do that.
Oh no.
Oh fuck. Can't,
No go. Alright, the satyr, seeing you attack and, like, attempt to intimidate his allies, is going to do the same to you. He kind of turns to you as you're running alongside him. This is my last warning, Naked One. Back off.
No, I will not. There's a dragon in the loose.
That still beats your will DC. You don't have to listen, but you are afraid of the satyr.
Wait. Was that like? Is that an intimidation check?
Yes. It's
How does
against
that
you.
work against? How does that work against my dedication, my martial dedication?
You still become frightened, I believe. Let me check.
Really?
Marshall.
Well, he's got +1 against saving throws against fear, at least. But...
Surrounded by your aura has the emotion grants you a +1 status bonus to saving throws against fear. This is not a saving throw. This is a demoralize a check, so it's against your will DC. Even with the +1, even if the +1 bonus applied, 15 would still be enough. So the satyr is not going to take any further actions against you this round, but you can tell that he is not pleased with you.
Well, she does not care.
The kind of spindly looking Slenderman creature, this really fast thing, is going to kind of attempt to trip you up.
Again? Okay.
It is afraid, so it's going to take a penalty to this, but a 20, I think, still works. To trip you, which is against your reflex DC, which is a 14. So yes. So you go tumbling, basically. The brownies are not going to pay any attention to you now that you are on the ground. And the Quickling and the Satyr also kind of continue their pursuit of the Drake.
Okay, so it managed to trip me up.
They did trip you. They didn't, like, tie you up or anything. You're just on the ground. You can still get up and keep chasing. You're just a little bit behind them now.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay. It takes you a bit to kind of catch back up, and by this point, the party is within, I'll say, about 100 feet of you, chasing after them now.
Okay.
Delgar, this isn't the fight. This isn't the one.
Wait, are they getting closer to me?
Yes, because you're keeping pace with the Drake, and the Drake is slower than most of you. So they're able to kind of, after a minute, catch up with you.
I will just get up, grab my javelins, and I'll continue to pursue.
Should I try and stop her? I don't want to.
I think this is the time where we need to stop her.
Oh, damn it. All right. Do I have a window to cast something?
You're currently about 100 feet away, so if you have something you can cast from that distance, yes.
Oh, I don't. I could do the Hand of the Apprentice with the frying pan, but I really don't want to. Oh,
It'd be
God.
very easy to hit right now. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, no. Okay.
But something in your head tells you that that's probably not a very smart course of action.
I'm gonna keep trying to run up to Thelgar.
Okay.
Once I get within like 30 feet or a little less from her, I'm gonna try to like open my gate and use my kinesis on any metal thing I can find in the area around us and just like start pulling them in front of her.
You're starting to what?
I'm like trying to create little fences in front of you out of metal to stop you.
So...
Fences of metal.
Yeah, so like...
Okay.
Okay. Of the group pertaining to Cardamon, Aloysius, Nimki, Tiki Kiri, and Kenji. I will use 2 of Cardamon's versatile vials to make Cheetah's elixirs, which will give you a boost to your speed.
Oh.
Oh, he
So
could give one of that to me.
you are not with that group. You are ahead of them.
Delgar,
Oh,
Delgar, it's
They are
the
trying to
wild
stop
hunt.
you.
Let them do their thing, and they will
I
kill the
don't
dragon.
care what it is.
They're the
I don't
hunting
care
group.
what
Let
they're
them
doing.
hunt.
Shut
So-
the hell up. I don't care what they're doing. That is a dragon. Do you know
So-
what the
They're
thing can do?
hunters.
I
Yeah,
don't
they're
care
hunters.
what they
hunt
are.
the dragon.
I don't care. I'm not letting that thing loose. And if you try to stop me, I'm going to take care of you first. Do you understand?
Do it then. I'm your dragon. Rawr! Come after me.
So, for Tiki Kiri's plan to work, I'm going to provide one of those Cheetah's elixirs to him. So, for a few minutes, your speed is 30 feet instead of 25, so you're a little bit faster than everyone. Who would like the other one?
I vote Kenji.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kenji and Tiki Kiri.
I mean, you can, but I'm not particularly interested in even attempting to stop Thelgar.
Oh.
Mm.
So, Nimki, would you like it?
Sure.
Okay, so you're also a little bit faster now, then. If you would like to attempt to do something to stop Thelgar.
Thinking.
And as for you, Tiki Kiri, you said you're attempting to use your kinesis to, like, trip Thelgar, effectively make things and push things in her way.
Yeah, I think mechanically I'm trying to create difficult terrain.
Okay. So, I will allow you to create difficult terrain, or I will allow you to, like, try and trip her, in which case you can make basically a blast attack against her reflex DC.
No, I don't think I want to trip her. I just want her to kind of stay out of range of the hunt. I think the hunt is going to take care of this, and so I'm just trying to, like, have her and the hunt sort of separate from each other. Let them take care of the dragon so she's not caught in the crossfire or continues to try and fight the hunt herself.
Fair enough. Okay, so you kind of, like, start throwing out just whatever you can, pulling things, pots and pans, ball bearings, whatever you can, like, manipulate with your kinesis into her path to, like, slow her down as best you can. Nimki, are you going to try anything to, like, slow Thelgar down?
No, but I am going to run after the dragon, the Drake.
Oh.
Which I know is a
Interesting.
little odd, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so
What's my distance to Thelgar now?
she's trying to keep pace with the Drake. You're trying to catch up, so I will say at this point I need everyone but Thelgar to make fortitude saves.
How do I do that?
Tiki Kiri, you are fatigued. Nimki, you are not currently fatigued.
All right.
I don't remember how to do fortitude.
On the left banner on your character sheet, just towards the bottom, there's that header that says fortitude. Just click the die underneath it.
Right there.
Aloysius, you are fatigued. Kenji, you are fatigued.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Cardamon. Cardamon is fine, so.
Even
Nimki
when
and
he's not
Cardamon
here,
are-
Slush keeps just rolling 20s.
Yeah.
So, Cardamon and Nimki are still going pretty strong. The rest of you are a little worse for wear after all this running. particularly because Tiki Kiri is like trying to slow Thalgar down and making difficult terrain for her to like run into. I'll say that you can catch up to within 30 feet of her, Aloysius, fairly easily.
Okay. All right. Don't take this personally. All right. So yeah, hold on, make the screen. I cast Daze on Thalgar.
All right.
Days, you say?
Yeah.
Pop the
It's
spell into chat.
it's gonna stun you.
Potentially.
Oh yeah, unless your will is strong.
Jonas, are you casting the spell?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
cast the spell, hon.
Yeah, I have to drag it like you said.
No, just there's a button on your spell casting that says cast.
Oh, right. All right.
All right, Thalgar, if you would care to make that will save, just click the button in chat that says DC 18 basic will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a failure, so it does not stun her, but you can definitely see it affects her roll damage. You take 5 psychic damage, Thalgar.
Okay, is there a way she can actually rage?
Wait, what?
I mean, you could have raged this entire time. You have an enemy in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I mean, she will become hostile.
Okay.
So take the damage first of all,
Okay.
and yeah, are you raging? And more importantly, are you going to go after Aloysius?
Ah, fuck.
How far is he from him? From me?
He's about 30 feet,
Okay, I will throw a javelin.
but
at him.
he is behind. me.
Whoa!
All right, we are going to go into combat then. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Bum bum bum.
Okay.
And I will roll for Cardamom.
Oh, holy shit, everybody rolled better than me, I think.
Kenji, yes, you are actually going last in the initiative tracker, which reminds me. Let's switch music. Kenji, you're going first. It looks like Thalgar is going to turn and throw something at Aloysius as she
Oh,
is
like butt crashed.
running. And we're back.
All right. Wait, Miller's himself.
Miller is Miller.
Miller,
Am I? Oh, okay, hold on.
you do remember you put in the thing where everybody keeps their costumes on, right?
I did. So here's the thing. I tried to switch to Tiki Combat just now, and then the bot crashed. So I'm hoping that that is not related.
Weird.
Come on, where we go? Oh, because I didn't spell it right. It's not dash Tiki Combat. It's Tiki Combat with no working.
Gonna put it better myself.
Hey, there we go.
But yeah, Kenji, you are up first. It kind of looks like Thalgar's about to turn and start attacking Aloysius.
I mean, this is an opportunity to completely flatten Thalgar, but on the other hand, the Fae are still getting away.
Well, we can't interrupt what they're doing. It'll be on us. And Thalgar's just gonna murder everybody at this point. No offense.
The
Because
city won't mind us helping, I don't think.
I don't actually intend on interfering. I'm just observing.
All right.
Can I interact with them?
Because I was already using that.
Can,
Sorry,
I,
what'd you
can
say?
I interact with them like before I actually do something, like before I take any action? Can I still like engage in conversation?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
you're the
then
one
we'll
who's
ask-
initiating combat, so.
I mean, not really.
Technically, no. That was Aloysius who
That
did
was
that.
Jonas. Yeah, that was Aloysius.
Okay.
Why won't you let me go? I don't
Aloysius,
care
wanna
what,
see
what
you
those.
die.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what they are. I don't care what you think. There is a dragon there, and it's about to escape. And I'm not going to let that happen because that thing can destroy this whole place.
technically,
Why
that
are you
thing
trying to
can't.
stop me?
There are things at play here that you don't understand. and
I
there will be
don't care what those things are.
All right, she's not going to listen to reason.
Then I don't care if you die.
You
in
can
the
just
dragon
let me go,
anymore.
or I will hurt you guys.
Aloysius, let her go.
I'm not holding her.
You are
She
attempting
holds,
to.
She holds a javelin.
Okay, so Kenji, you're kind of holding to make sure that nothing really happens. Aloysius,
Moral dilemma.
Look, whatever the fuck she does is on her head. So
Fine. I
Okay.
surrender. Do what you want.
Cardamon is also going to hold Tiki.
I will do one thing. I'm like, you know what, Thelgar? Fine. If this is what you want to do, I'm going to use my... Where is it? My extended kinesis. I'm going to use my extended kinesis, and I'm going to regulate the temperature. I want to use regulate on her spears, or her javelins, to make the ends of them cold.
Okay, I'll allow that. Thelgar, the javelins begin to feel cold in your hand. You know that won't last terribly long, but for a few rounds, they'll deal a bit of extra cold damage. Nimki.
I am still following the Drake.
Yes, you are. You're at basically like where the Drake is. It's still running. It's like not focused on you at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm focusing on the regulate. All the like hazards and stuff I created just clatter to the ground.
So what Nimki does is he wants to approach the Drake non-threateningly, but it seems like he doesn't. It seems like the Drake's not paying much attention to him anyway. So what he would like to do is approach the Drake and cast Cloak of Shadows on it.
Interesting.
Yep.
One willing creature. I'm gonna say make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
The Drake is currently kind of freaking out a little bit.
All right.
It's
see.
not a stupid creature, but it is
In
driven.
a nasty situation.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. An attempt was made.
An attempt was made. I'll tell you this, and you can attempt a stealth check instead of diplomacy if you would like to
Right.
try and get this.
I was
off.
almost imagining him like being deceptive, like not looking at the Drake, using the corner of his eyes and just trying to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I would like this to succeed. Don't forget, you do have a hero card you can use. Yours is neutral.
Okay. Oh yeah. Can I use that? Is that the one I used beforehand for a big dice for like a D30 or something?
Yes, you can turn in a neutral hero card before you roll a die to turn your D20 into a D30.
Let's do that. That sounds fun. So we're rolling stealth.
Yeah, so this you'll have to put in the command form manually.
Okay. So stealth is +7. I think I do /roll 1d30 +7.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
an 18 with the Drake currently injured and not paying that much attention to you is enough to like kind of stealthily cast a spell on it.
Yeah. Hopefully that gives it what it needs.
So, Cloak of Shadows. You drape the target in a mantle of swirling shadows that make it harder to see. Form of magical darkness that can therefore overcome non-magical light. Target becomes concealed. Can hide in shadows. Okay, interesting. That is, however, not enough to escape the notice of this satyr. But Thelgar first.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn. Kenji
Okay,
Aloysius
are we
Cardamon.
still doing combat?
Kenji
Because
Aloysius. Hold on. Kenji Aloysius and Cardamon have like not made any moves to like get in your way anymore. In fact, Tiki Kiri has kind of like chilled your javelins, so they will deal extra cold damage for the next minute.
Okay, I will demoralize Tikikiri.
You get demoralized?
Yeah,
Alright.
I will just say, that thing destroyed my village. That thing razed down my entire home. If we don't do anything, that thing can do the same thing to this place. Why are you trying to stop me?
Was that for me or for Miller?
Or Tikikiri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't
If you
want
try
to
to
see you
stop me,
hurt.
I
That
don't
thing
care
is
what
going
you
to
think. If you try to stop me, I will hurt you.
Then fine.
I don't care if I get to hurt
I'm
you.
done trying
if
to
that
stop
means...
you.
Sorry, what did you
Here,
say?
take. I was like, fine, I won't try to stop you anymore. Here, take your cold javelins, shove them down that thing's throat, and I'll see you back if you survive.
Why are you even doing this?
Oh, why are we doing this?
Like, I think she meant, why did you even do that to her javelins to begin with?
Because if I'm not going to stop you from getting into the fight, the best I can do is then help you try to win the fight. I still want to see you through this. I don't want to see you hurt. So if I can't make you avoid the fight, then I better make sure you win the fight.
I'm going to fight that thing even if I have nothing on me. And there's nothing you can do about that.
You ain't got much on you right now.
I know.
AK,
and
stand down.
This we're doing things a little loosey goosey with the time right now, but the longer you stand around talking, the further the Drake gets away from you.
Yeah, I'm still going after it.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything to stop her anymore.
Yeah, same.
Okay. She checks her javelins and she resumes her chase.
All right.
I'll try to follow behind Thelgar, where I guess she needs to stay in my kinetic aura for the javelins to be whatever. They're cool for a minute, you said.
Yeah, they'll be cold for about a minute.
I will jog behind her, trying not to continue to exhaust myself.
Okay. The Flame Drake kind of seeing an opportunity is going to use it is like cloaked in shadows at the moment, and sensing that it has a potential to get away from you all, is going to use all 3 instances of its speed surge ability to attempt to create a large enough distance that it can dive somewhere and potentially hide. So I am going to privately roll something. Okay. It kind of dives off into an alleyway, and you briefly lose sight of it.
You mean like all of us?
Everyone, yes.
Yeah.
The Drake has an ability called Speed Surge, where for one action it can move twice.
Let me know when Nimki can act again, because I have an idea too.
At this point, we're like not in the
Okay.
combat turn, so kind of freeform, back to freeform
Okay.
at the moment.
Not Nimki's strong point, but he wants to try and pretend like he saw where the Drake went and lead in the wrong direction. This is not trained though.
So
It's like a
that's gonna be
deception.
that's going to be a deception check. It's going to be
Yeah.
particularly difficult because you
Yeah.
have a +0, but
Yeah.
you can
You
try.
never, I'm gonna assume that can't
Could be
hurt
good.
anything.
Will it be difficult?
I don't know.
Does Nimki know where the dragon went after it went invisible, or
I'm pretty close to it.
okay?
You saw which the Wild Hunt and I'm going to say probably Kenji and Thalgar saw where the alleyway it dove into, but you lost sight of it after that. So
Okay.
you
so I'm
you
gonna-
at least know which direction it went initially.
It's not a bad roll, but it's the best I can do.
That's actually that is enough to beat Thalgar's will DC and actually Tiki Kiri's.
That's something.
Kenji and Aloysius can both tell that Nimki is lying, though.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what Nimki said? Like, did he say
Nim-
something to all of us?
Yeah. What happened was the Drake kind of became enrobed in like swirling shadows, and it used the opportunity to kind of use its ability to move really fast briefly to create some distance between it and you all, and then dove into an alleyway. Nimki is saying he saw which way the Drake went and is pointing in a different direction.
Mhm.
You, Tiki Kiri, and Cardamon all believe that Nimki saw which direction the Drake went. Kenji and Aloysius do not. They can tell that Nimki is lying.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to
Well,
let them believe anything other than what Nimki told them. And
Squeak, I could swear he went that way. I know it.
Is there anybody else? Like, anybody? Like, do I see any other like gathering of people or whatever?
I mean, there are still people like running to get out of the way of the chase. There are people rubbernecking to try and get a better look, and there's still the Wild Hunt Fae.
Okay, she will intimidate Nimki. She's gonna say, "If you are lying to me about this,
You have no reason to suspect he's lying.
okay, I guess she will just follow whatever the direction he said."
Yeah, let's go. I'll help you find
So
him.
So
I feel
what happens?
mean.
Like he's
feel
he's
mean.
basically saying that like he's basically lying about the direction that the Drake.
Yeah, effectively, the Drake went east, or it looked like it went east before it disappeared into the shadows. You've all kind of lost sight of it at this point.
And
unless
why
you wanted
exactly
to,
are you
like-
doing this?
Say again?
I said, and why exactly are you doing this?
Well, part of it is that Nimki, he likes the wilderness and he likes the animals. That's kind of his thing.
and you're trying to protect a Drake from.
Nimki's not saying this out loud, by the way, but yes, that is what I'm doing.
Okay, you know what will happen if Thelgar knows about that, right?
Thelgar doesn't know. You say it.
Belgar does not know that.
Thing.
You have failed the check.
I'm aware, and it's scary. I agree.
Yeah, no. But Thelgar currently has no reason to suspect Nimki lied.
Yeah.
That said,
Okay.
as you kind of rush off to the north to follow Nimki, the Fae stop and start talking to each other in their own language, and it looks like they're starting to break up to run in different directions. Let me check something really quick. Party. None of you speak Fae. Okay.
What's a Fae? I got an intelligence of 0.
Cardamon has a few unallocated languages, but I'm not going to make that choice for Slush, so...
Nimki does too, but I don't think he would speak Fae. I don't think that makes sense.
So yeah, the Fae kind of break off and start running in different directions to try and... You would have to guess maybe cut this thing off. Like I said, none of you speak the language, so... After a few minutes further of running, it has become apparent that you have lost the Drake.
Nimki's ears droop.
No, Talgar is visibly upset.
I don't see it anymore. I don't even see any signs it's been through this area anymore. We missed some turnoff.
Well, keep in mind, there's not really many places that a Drake can get lost in the city. I mean, unless, we'll burn that bridge when it comes to it.
So,
Mark, you said Thelgar is visibly upset about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go up to Thelgar and I'm like, "Are you gonna be okay?"
I will punch you in the face right now.
you asked for that.
That is exactly what she does to Kikiri.
I don't know what to do. I guess we give her space.
Well, make your unarmed attack roll. I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
I think this still counts as de-escalation in a sense.
It's a kind of aftercare.
Yeah.
It's a kind of oh no!
26 will hit Tiki Carry. It's almost a crit. roll on item attack damage. There.
Or gather your feathers.
Tiki takes 6 points of plunge damage.
Oh lord!
If you hadn't done that, I could have had a chance. I could have tried to stop that thing. And you stayed in my way. Don't get near to me again. I'm gonna grab my things.
Yeah, I'm just kind of imagining Thelgar punching Tiki, and Tiki goes flying off Team Rocket style.
And you, old man, she turns back at him.
Yes.
The same goes to you.
Okay. Aloysius is mildly perturbed, but tries not to show it.
Nimki's
way-
still on hiding.
Yeah.
He does not want anything to do with that lady.
Why don't you go get your clothes?
Did I leave my clothes and other equipments at the bathhouse?
Yes, yes, you did.
Yeah,
Your armor and anything but your javelins is there.
you've been
Except your greatsword, because that's
going-
the blacksmith.
you've been going all natural all this time.
Yeah, well then, I guess I'll walk back to the bathhouse all naked. And then I'll probably just fetch my sword afterwards.
So what happens with the Fae and the cloaked dragon? Oh,
I don't
You
think we
don't-
know.
You don't know. They split up to search for it, as best you can tell, or try to cut it off. You're not sure. None of you speak Fae, so you didn't catch what kind of commands the satyr gave to his companions.
I think
Okay.
he's out cold, right? He's just flat on the
No.
ground.
No, I've got like a bloody nose, but like I'm not.
Bloody nose, you have a beak.
See, I feel like
I still have nares.
we've run into this situation without having any goddamn idea what's going on, and we need
Right.
to find somebody who knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Why is the Grey Hunt in the city? Why is a fire drake in the city? I could understand maybe an earth drake because desert, but like I've been to a lot of the hard surfaces that are in the White Sea. None of them are mountains or volcanoes like you would find a fire drake at.
Oh, it's not unheard of. There are volcanoes in the Hag's Teeth, and it's certainly not common for them to make their way down to the desert. But like Drake's wandering into the outer city is not a stupendously common occurrence, but it has happened from time to time. This is definitely one of the more dangerous things that's ever made its way into the outer city, but
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm looking through my proficiencies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to go searching for somebody who is significantly more knowledgeable about this sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Only thing I can think of.
Go ahead.
That's it. I agree. I want to follow Kenji.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
well,
All
Kenji,
right.
you happen to know somebody who's quite knowledgeable about things like this.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suppose we'll have to go talk to my mistress.
Oh, you mean your your mistress? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you mean your sugar mama?
Oh, he's just looking to get punched, isn't he?
Thank you, Cardamom. No, I'm not as absolutely barbaric as the barbarian,
All right.
but I will keep it in mind.
He says, sharpening his sword.
I have been learning poisons, by the way. Did I tell you that?
As we sort of collect ourselves and plan what to do next, I'm gonna go over to Nimki and I'm like, "Do you have a little something for that right there?" Pointing at the bridge of my beak. I'm just
Aw.
like, got a little something to help.
Yeah, just hold still, I say. Let's see.
Hey, if Kenji swung his sword at Tiki, hypothetically, could he just stop it? Like, could he just halt it?
Nope.
No.
Anyway, I am not going to wait for Thelgar. So
Yeah, me neither.
I do not want Thelgar anywhere near my lady's house.
Good call.
Yay. Yeah, no
Oh.
kidding.
You kind of break off into your disparate groups. Thalgar going to retrieve her equipment to attempt to track this Drake down. Kenji leading the rest back to Sandra Dolmar's estate to get some more information on Drakes in general, potentially what's going on with this wild hunt, whatever information you can find. As you kind of split up to go about your various business, we'll go ahead and stop for the evening.
All right.
I found that session a lot of
Alright.
fun. I thought it was really interesting.
Dramatic.
Yeah. Mark, I really like your style here. Like it makes it
Mhm.
fun for me. I like it.
All right.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and and cut it off here for right now. Thank you all for joining us.
That was
Chat.
Factor.
Thanks for watching.
Do we have a raid target?
Give me a sec. Oh, well, GC's going. You want to raid GC?
Yes, raid the salad cat.
All right. You can use it for your extra eyeballs. All right.
Go watch GC play some Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, it's a strategy game by Vanillaware, and they make some very beautiful games.
All right. See you all next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming
Yeah,
out.
tomorrow.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody.
See you guys next
Bye-bye.
time.